Guys, I'm here with Fernand Lopez, head coach, MMA Factory in Paris. For a long time, they didn't even have MMA legal in France. And you have now a gym that has produced the interim champion and now the heavyweight champion. Both started in that gym. How special is it for you to be leading the charge in mixed martial arts? Not to mention Imavov, who is, I think, the kid. I like the kid. I like the kid. I like the kid a lot. How much does it mean to you to be kind of leading the charge of France mixed martial arts?
A lot. Because when you think about we are coming from, I mean, like we were MMA banned a year ago. We were still banned. So that's a lot for us, like a small country where we were the last one to leave the ban. And now we have two guys on the top of people that was born when they arrived in MMA Factory. They didn't know MMA at all, and now they're fighting for the undisputed belt of the UFC. That's a lot for us. And as you said, a lot of talented guys coming up, like Nazorin Mavov. Like right now, we're talking up with Alpha Sissoko.
That young brother right there look just like Francis. Yeah. You got a young brother out here that he's a training partner?
Yeah, he's a training partner. He's a beast. Like,
he's a beast?
Yeah, high level in judo, very high level in boxing, and he's trying to follow his brother path, who is Sissoko Suleiman, who is world champion in boxing. But I'm trying to take him from boxing and bring him to MMA. And now he have his first fight scheduled for February 3rd in Paris.
Well, this is the right type of training environment, right, to be preparing with someone for the heavyweight championship of the world. Now, Coach, how in the world do you stay focused on MMA when it's banned? How are you training mixed martial arts when there is no ability to go compete? I know you guys will go compete in other countries and everything, but it's hard whenever you can't do it at home.
DC, you know that more than me, is about passion. It's about love.
Patience. It's about love in the sport.
Yeah, dedication, love, and passion. I just fell in love with MMA, and I didn't even care about the context, how everything was hard. I was just in love with what we was doing, and I keep pushing till now. That's it.
Coach, you know what the lottery is? Let me just add, do you know what the U.S. lottery?
I know where you're going. I know.
Yeah, go to the store, Coach. Pick numbers, and then you're gonna win the lottery.
I think I'm lucky. Yeah, I know that. I'm fucking lucky.
Because you've done it twice.
Yeah.
And those guys, did you recruit these guys? Did these guys show up?
No, I don't have any credit recruiting them. What I can have a credit is that I did believe on them.
Yes.
Okay, listen, when Francis Ngannou arrived in my gym, he fought against a young guy in France. The name of this guy is Zuma Nassisi. The guy was 7-0. The guy beat Francis. Okay, but this guy, you still don't know him. He's a heavyweight. Yeah. He was 19 by then. And Francis did lose against the guy, but I managed to put him in the UFC when he was 5-1.
Yes,
Francis.
I remember
That's how I believed on Francis. And I get signed Ciryl with the UFC when he was 2-0. People, they think that he was 3-0. He was 2-0. I got the contract for Ciryl. And then, because we had a last fight with the TKO, we accomplished that mission, and then he went to the UFC.
Yeah.
That's how I believe. I believe on my guy. That's how I push them hard.
So you take him, you see him, you get him, but you didn't take him, believe in him, and nurture him.
Yeah, I was very lucky to have them shows up in my gym. They just, I didn't know where he pops out. I knew it was in my gym. You know, France is the same thing. The guy coming from Africa, we are the same country, but I didn't know him before. They called me and they said to me, we have a guy here in the gym. He do not have money to subscribe for the membership, but I don't know, you are the one to decide if we can have him for free. And that's what we're doing in my gym. In my gym, we have 50 membership free for people there.
Yeah, like a scholarship.
Yeah. So that's what we did with Francis. And the only credit that I can have is that I did believe on them, but they shows up in my gym. I was just lucky.
you know, I remember when Francis and I were on the media tour in New York before the Boston fight, his first UFC heavyweight title fight. It didn't go his way. And then everything started to kind of fall apart. I don't understand what happened because I could see how close you guys were before. I mean, is there one thing you can point to that made everything kind of just go fucking crazy?
I will put that in one word. One word, smart. Like, don't get me wrong, Francis is a smart guy. But in life, you need to be smart to find the right place and know how to negotiate with people and know how to work with people so you can make their life easy and they make your life easy. So we fall apart because of that, because of I didn't see him like making my life easy. Like whenever you have to talk about one guy of your gym, I know how you talk about them.
Yes.
Every time that they give you a chance to drop any name about
Lift them up.
You just lift them up and you just say so many things good about them. It's kind of hard to have to ask someone, can you talk about one of your
Teammates.
Do you? I mean, if you remember him saying anything about one of his teammates, I don't know. I don't remember. So that is falling apart. But again, that's not an issue because he found a home somewhere. Eric Nixon did a very good job. One of the best in the game, Eric Nixon.
Yes.
SM Couture, one of the best gym. And they are doing very good job. And we, as a family, as we were saying, we were talking with Ciryl, he told you, whenever you get in MMA Factory, is a bus. Like we want all the family get in the bus and we don't want
to leave anybody behind.
Yeah. So we now found he's fine. Let's just rock on, you know.
When that was over, though, when that whole thing was over, when you had taken a guy to the top, and then that guy takes off, before Ciryl Gane, was there ever moments when I was like, whatever moments where you're like, God dang it, like now I got to start this whole shit again, and then in walks this freaking beast of a man to start building, and you're like, okay, now I've got to mold the clay, right? But I know this is a good mold of clay. This ain't some shit that's just falling apart every time I pick it up. It's holding together.
Yeah, that's kind of you in your life. I'm not sure that there's a lot of people that can have the kind of luck that I have to cross the path with Ciryl Gane. People they don't know that yet. He's so special.
He seems like a nice guy too.
I'm not talking about nice. Everyone tries to be nice. He's not only nice.
He seems like a nice guy. It's like it's hard to be that much of a savage, but also still kind of seem like a nice guy on the other.
How many times do you have guy in your gym? They can call you and say to you, Coach, don't forget tomorrow is the anniversary of this guy. You have this birthday. Can you just make sure the committee manager put that on Instagram? The guy that I'm talking about is not a champ. It's just a random guy. That's what I'm talking about, the empathy, about the capacity of lifting people up. When you have that in your gym, you are a fucking lucky man. I mean, like, I really feel like I'm blessed with this guy.
You know, you're lucky because all Cain Velasquez used to do was try to kill us. Every time they would close the cage, it was like, how long can we last with this guy because he's trying to rip our heads off?
Well, that's the good way to lift you up because he wants to show you the reality of what you're going to face on.
Yes, and it gets you better.
Yeah.
Now, Ciryl starts to win in the UFC. He starts to make his way up, and you can immediately tell that he's special. You can tell that he's going to be something different. But did this happen faster than even you could have imagined? 10-0, interim champion, fighting for the undisputed championship of the world?
Very fast. I didn't expect that. Like, to be honest with you, I like to predict things. And when I signed him, I said to him, if you drop the Muay Thai, and if you listen to me and you stop training in Muay Thai, I don't want you to have any distraction. If you just let down the Muay Thai and you dedicate yourself to MMA, in 2 years, you are in the UFC. In 2 years, you are champion. That's what I said to him. And in less than 2 years, that was like a year and a half, he was in the UFC. And now we are talking about the undisputed championship. That's crazy. So I didn't expect that. I knew that he was special, but I didn't know how fast he can get there.
Coach, how much different is Francis today opposed to before? So when you're building the game plan and you have intimate knowledge of him because you started him, how much different is he today? And what are the traps that he presents for a guy like Ciryl who does not stray? He put himself in no danger against Derek Lewis. I don't know if Derek Lewis even hit him the entire fight.
Yeah, but still, Francis is something.
He's fast too. That's the thing people forget. Francis is big, but he's fast.
It's not only fast, it's like decent movement, decent footwork. It's kind of quick for his size, and it's smart. Like you become smart with the time, and I can tell that he's now mature, and I can tell that the team that he is, his new coach, made something that I didn't succeed to do is help him to be composed. Help
a
him
little more patient.
To be patient. Help him to. So I know that I can tell that his mindset is different now. I can tell that he's not in a rush anymore to just rip people out, which is very good because he just need a little bit technique, and that he combined with his power, and then everything is on. But I'm disappointed in some point that you guy analysts didn't point out.
What's that?
DC, you're a fucking wrestler. Don't tell me that you don't know that he was beating on the timing. Stipe got the single leg on him. Easy way.
Yes.
How can you explain me that? He got the single leg.
Sprawled. He sprawled down.
Okay, you shouldn't sprawl. When you're a good wrestler, what we are trying to teach this guy
to the next
is
position.
that keep light on your feet. Don't even give those opportunities to start to sprawl. When Conor McGregor started to sprawl on Khabib,
It's too late. It's too late.
It's too late because how many times can you sprawl with
So
Khabib?
you think it was Stipe's mistake opposed to Francis doing a good job on
Let me ask you something, DC. Be honest with me. If that was you on that single leg,
you answer the question. Would I finish it?
he was down.
Come on,
I mean,
Coach.
if you
He
have,
sprawled a good job, Coach. That was a good sprawl, Coach.
no, just be honest.
But he got a big
I know
leg.
that you're very respectful. I mean, you need to respect people. I know that he's a good friend of your friends.
He put the head down and he sprawled, Coach.
But that's the plan C. The first plan is to
defend before.
To do not get touched. I mean, like, how do you think that this guy, Ciryl Gane, managed to arrive there without having a single second on his back?
But why is he not? That's what I was gonna say. Can Ciryl wrestle? Why Ciryl hasn't been taken down? Can Ciryl wrestle?
You will find out whenever that time comes. Let him fight with Curtis Blade. Let him fight with Stipe, and then you will find out. But again, what I'm saying is that you know that there's defense wrestling and there's attack wrestling, offensive wrestling. On the defense wrestling, is a master. He never got taken down. Not because there's not a good wrestler, because you never even have the opportunity to single leg him. What I'm saying is that in my gym, in MMA Factory, what we're doing is to teach striker how to do not get wrestling. And the timing was perfect as fuck. like okay. Okay, like Stipe was here, and Francis was late.
Stipe too small. Like Francis sprawl.
Well, okay, let me ask you something else. Who do you think that is faster, Ciryl Gane or Stipe?
Ciryl Gane.
Thank you.
He's a much faster. Stipe's fast.
Okay.
But Stipe is not nearly as fast in his movements as Ciryl.
Okay.
I don't believe.
Okay.
I don't believe that.
Now I can just drop the mic and let you do what.
Why are you gonna drop the mic?
I just want to let you take the conclusion. I'm finished. I'm done. I just dropped. I mean, if you said that he's faster than Stipe and that Stipe got the single leg.
Yes, but Stipe also wrestled his whole life, so maybe it was the timing of the wrestling that allowed for him to get to the leg.
Maybe.
Ciryl hasn't wrestled. Ciryl played basketball.
Maybe.
Not as good as me.
Maybe this is the problem. Stipe is 105 in kilos. When this dude is 114
114 kilos.
114 kilos.
He's big.
It's huge.
He's very big.
he look baby face, is a problem.
He's a problem.
So I'm not saying that. I mean, I just want to let you know that the improvement, I saw the improvement.
Yes.
But one thing that you didn't point out, Francis got stunned by a punch, a counter punch.
He did. He did get hit with the counter right hand.
Thank you.
Same shot, but it was the same shot he got hit with in the first fight.
Thank you.
The
So
fade back
why
right
did
hand.
you not point that?
Well, because dude, when he hit him with the boom boom, it was over. Like
Okay,
I mean, you can talk about the fight that hit him, but it don't matter because he went to sleep.
That's the thing with you analysts. What you're doing is that whenever,
Wait.
whenever,
Coach,
do you remember when Francis did lose a fight against Stipe?
Yes.
Everyone was like, "Oh, he sucks."
Nobody said he sucks.
Joe Rogan said he sucks.
I never said he sucks.
He said that.
What? I never said he sucks.
He said that. Okay, most of the analysts said that Francis didn't even know what was happening on the ground. But when you think it back, do you remember when Francis had that Kimura to Hamilton?
I remember that.
Everyone was like, whoa, he's so good. He can let fast.
But you know that, Coach, that's how the game goes, right? It's ups and downs, and it's all just right there. It's all just right there for you to be
Okay,
free.
so everyone is coming and saying, oh, Francis, he did improve so much. He's so good.
Well, you said it. You said it earlier in the interview, Coach.
It did. But, man, there's a lot of things that when I, as a coach, I was working on my game plan. I was like,
Yep.
oh.
I see things.
Let me ask you something. When you sprawl on someone in your school, you sprawl on someone.
Yeah.
Do you keep your arm like
Coach,
on the
Coach,
body like that?
Coach,
listen,
Coach,
you don't pin the head on the...
Coach, listen. I'm not here to analyze Francis, Coach. You see what you're doing, huh? You see you a shyster.
Okay, because
you're kind of a shyster, Coach. You're a trickster.
Because you know what you guys doing? You make me look bad.
I didn't make you look bad, Coach. I wasn't there. I wasn't there.
When I say
you act like right now Eugene Behrman. You act like Eugene Behrman. Coach, listen. He did seem lost against Stipe, but I think that was more fatigue than anything. And what they say, fatigue makes cowards of us all.
Yeah.
So all the technique goes out the window when you're that tired. So that's what I got to say about the initial fight. Let me ask you a question, because you've been asking me questions for the last 5 minutes. Let me ask you a question. Were you surprised with that in New York? Francis actually said he didn't know what he would do or say to you.
Yeah.
That's why he walked past.
That makes sense.
Were you surprised?
No, 100%.
But what could he have possibly said to you? Would you guys start arguing if he spoke? So you're telling me you and this man haven't spoke one word to each other?
No, no. There's like 3 years and a half, we didn't say any, we didn't spoke.
It's so bad that you guys can't even talk to each other?
Not that bad. To be honest with you, if I have to talk with Francis tomorrow or shake his hand or grab a coffee, I will. What I'm saying is that I wasn't surprised at all. Because if that was me walking there, I would not know how to deal with that. But again, I just want to drop you the fact and then you take the conclusion. Nassourdine Imavov almost gave his life for Francis.
How?
Because in the sparring, the thing that I was doing is that I was teaching Francis to do not wrestling and keep light on the field. And then the exercise was, if he touched you, you consider that you are down. So keep moving and just pick him apart, move. And what Francis was doing, he would not move and just try to counter him with pick a pocket, like, hurting the guy, like really hurting him. But Nassourdine is a very nice guy. And he give everything to lift Francis up. I couldn't imagine Francis going across Nassourdine, not even saying, hey, my man, I'm with you. I don't like this motherfucker, but I'm with you. At least, right? At least.
Yes.
So that's my problem. I thought that he was just say, do this or just do this with the head. And then that's it. But I know that if I was in his situation, I wouldn't know how to manage, because it happened for you that you go even in a party and you have someone who will be there that you don't know how should I shake his hand? Should I just say hello?
No,
You
for
don't
sure,
know.
for
So
sure.
I don't really understand, and I give that to
But
Francis.
just not to him out.
Not to him ever. You know, he's so nice guy. If you notice, this kid is so nice guy. And every time volunteer to give his life for people. So yeah, that's the thing.
Coach, so on Saturday night, what's ideal for you? What's the ideal finish to this fight? We saw you capture the interim championship in Houston.
Yeah.
I saw the smile across your face. We all noted it because it was like a sense of relief. But on Saturday, Ciryl becomes the undisputed champion of the world.
Yeah.
What is it, the ideal way that happens for you guys?
I will just, I mean, like the idea that will happen is no matter how we win, it's okay for me. I think that the fight will not go to the end. I definitely think that Ciryl can finish the fight earlier than people think. But again, if that, no matter what happens, if that happens, I will just say to Ciryl, thank you. Thank you because of letting you guys in America know that the MMA someone can start the MMA out of in France, stay there, build everything and become a champion. Because every time that you guys have the MMA war around, MMA award around, what is, I mean, you just talk about American gyms, American coach, or, I mean, like, people around the world, like in Europe, in Asia, in Africa, they need to be on that
level,
you know. And so for me, that's very important for him to be that person to bring the friends in the map of the world. Like, okay, now you need to remember that we can learn MMA as Conor McGregor, learn MMA in Europe, be in Europe, live there, and become champ.
Ciryl is from France.
Yeah.
He's from France.
Yes.
So it was good to have the African guy get to the championship, but now the face of French mixed martial arts is actually a Frenchman.
Yeah.
Ciryl Gane. So it kind of is like a match made in heaven.
Yeah, and also for Africa, like I'm from Cameroon.
Yeah.
And now
Africa got 3 champions now.
Yeah, Africa got 3 champions. Francis is one of the best who know how to represent Africa. That's mean a lot. As a coach, that might be the opportunity to show to people that African people, they have also good coach, which is worldwide, which is good for everyone, which is, I mean, we become worldwide and the MMA become a mainstream sport. What about that?
Yeah, it's a good thing, Coach. Good luck this weekend, Coach. You are a crazy, I mean, you are one crazy son of a gun, but I love it. My man, Fernand Lopez, head of the MMA Factory in Paris. UFC 270 this weekend. He brings his guy, Ciryl Gane, to try to bring that championship back to France and to the MMA Factory by beating his old pupil, Francis Ngannou. It's going to be a good one. Like, subscribe. Make sure you always tune in. Don't forget, guys, I am still giving away that glove giveaway. It's all settled. Brian, I am the Bay, just has not done the things that he is supposed to do to get it out to you, but I promise it's coming. Until next time, see you later.
Thank you.